In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some major technical analysis updates for Polkadot and what I am seeing on the charts for DOT here, because there is something subtle but still very important to be paying attention to for DOT. Now, let's just do a quick recap here. I'm talking about the weekly time frame first because on this weekly time frame, I've been talking about this forever. Okay, this is a huge falling wedge pattern that is still valid here for Polkadot, and falling wedges are bullish patterns that has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. You guys should definitely learn how to chart these falling wedges because they're probably the most common pattern and simple and effective pattern that will give you lower risk entries rather than chasing pumping green candles on the day of. Okay, so on this weekly time frame, it is still a valid pattern here, and if Polkadot breaks out by this point, let's just say for example, the price target here will still be about $19 for Polkadot. Now, price targets are estimates only, very much depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin starts dumping and goes on a downtrend here, that is not going to be good for these altcoins. So you want to be paying attention to Bitcoin first, regardless of what you're trading. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin, and I did a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today, and I will link you guys at the end of this video. Now, I am also long on Bitcoin. I am also long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinions on this market is bullish. But like the entirety of this video, these are just my opinions and not financial advice. Now, what I'm seeing here for Polkadot is quite a few things, okay? There was a bigger falling wedge pattern. There is a bigger falling wedge pattern that is still valid. Polkadot also broke out of a smaller falling wedge pattern within the bigger one. Okay, that's probably more clear on a lower time frame, but it broke out of here on the week of February 17th. Price target for this one will still be about $10. This breakout is still valid because the price action is still above this upward trend line of the pattern it broke out of. Now, since the breakout, it hasn't really been doing too much, even went on a bit of a downtrend here, which is not uncommon to see from falling wedge breakouts because of the amount of um, resistance that's above the breakouts. In this case, you're going to see your weekly moving averages acting as resistance, and Polkadot is trying to get on top of them. Right now, it looks like Polkadot is trying to stay on top of the weekly 21 SMA. It's retested that quite a few times, and it looks like it finally got on top of it on the week of September 8th, and is trying to stay on top of it right now. That's about $4, okay? So let's see if that is successful. As of last week's weekly candle close, it did stay on top of it, but right now it looks like it's trying to it's trying to break down below it, right? A lot of it's going to depend on Bitcoin. Now let's zoom in a little bit on this daily time frame. I think I'm going to come to the 3-day time frame here because the 3-day time frame is where the smaller falling wedge is the highest time frame where this smaller falling wedge is valid. So what I'm looking at here was a breakout of this falling wedge pattern, right? Price target was $4 and above $4.80. Basically, Polkadot has went up above that and has met it, okay? And basically right now it's retesting that breakout here, or the resistance that's now support, and is trying to stay on top of some of these moving averages, like the 3-day 21 and the 3-day 50. So let's see if that is successful. If Polkadot is successful in staying on top of some of these support levels here, I'm going to zoom out one more time here because I've been talking about the scenario as well, is a potential cup and handle scenario on this weekly time frame. A smaller cup and handle here, with the resistance being at about $5.40 about. And if Polkadot could actually come up here to retest this $5.40 resistance twice, then that will form a cup and handle on this weekly time frame. That is a hypothetical scenario. It is not a formed cup and handle yet, but that is my guess on what it could happen if this rounded bottom trajectory continues. Okay, this higher low trajectory. So this is basically what I'm seeing for Polkadot. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Polkadot or any other coins in this market by dropping a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. I'll see you on the next one.